So you've probably heard the hype. On October 16th, the new Xbox ROG Ally X is dropping. It makes you wonder what are the best options if you're looking to buy a powerful handheld right now. Well, this is the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus. With the new Xbox ROG Ally X launching at a similar $999 price point, a lot of people are wondering if the Claw can compete. It's got an Intel chip instead of the usual AMD and this huge 8-inch screen. But after spending a ton of time with it, I've gotta say, this thing is special. So here's the real story of the Claw and who I think it's actually for. The first thing you notice when you pick this up is the screen. I mean, it's a massive 8 inches and it's gorgeous. Games look super sharp at its 1200p resolution, which is a nice step up from 1080p. Plus, it's 120Hz, which is a fancy way of saying everything is buttery smooth when you're playing. And a huge plus for long-term durability, the thumbsticks are Hall effect. That basically means they use magnets, so they're designed to never get that annoying stick drift over time. Now let's talk about what's inside, because this is where MSI did something different. It's got a new Intel Lunar Lake chip. They also packed in 32 gigs of RAM, which is honestly overkill for now, but means this thing is set for games coming out years from now. And the battery? It's a huge 80 Wh battery. But here's something else that's a huge deal. Ports. The Claw has not one but 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. That's a big win. It means you can be charging the device and have it hooked up to a big TV at the same time. And these are super fast. So you can even hook up an external GPU and turn this thing into a full-blown desktop gaming PC. It just gives you a lot of options. MSI also nailed the little quality of life features. The sound comes from 2 front-firing speakers, is aimed right at you. They get pretty loud and are certified for high-res audio, so everything sounds really clear. And for storage, there is a fast microSD card slot to easily expand your game library. The power button has a fingerprint scanner built in, so you can log into Windows instantly. And if you flip it over, you'll find 2 extra buttons on the back. These are macro buttons, so you can program to do whatever you want, which is a really nice pro-level touch. Now, one thing you'll hear people say about the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus is that right out of the box, the performance can sometimes feel a little underwhelming. And honestly, they're not wrong. But it is really important to mention that MSI has been pushing out a ton of updates for the Claw. The performance today is way better than it was at launch, which shows they are really serious about supporting this thing. To really unlock what this hardware can do, you still need to dive in and change a few settings. But once you do, the difference is night and day. Let's take a look at what this thing is capable of once it's properly tuned up. To give you a real-world example, I was just testing Cyberpunk 2077 at 30 watts TDP using the Steam Deck preset with XeSS turned on. I was getting a very smooth and consistent 55 to 65 frames per second. For a game this demanding on a handheld, that's pretty impressive performance. Now that's just one example. To really see how this thing handles the biggest AAA games, you need to check out my deep dive benchmarks video where I tested 10 different AAA games, showing you exactly what to expect. I have linked it down in the description and in a card up here. And for incredible indie games like Hades 2 or Hollow Knight Silksong, that 120Hz screen is an absolute game changer. The colors look amazing and super fluid motion makes a fast-paced combat feel incredibly responsive. The MSI Claw 8 AI Plus runs on Windows 11, which is awesome because you can install anything. Steam, Xbox Game Pass, Epic Launcher, you name it. But it also means this thing is an amazing retro machine. You can easily install emulators and set up EmuDeck to play all your favorite classic games. MSI gives you its own app, MSI Center M, and a super useful quick settings bar. Just press a button and you can change your power level, brightness and other key settings on the fly without quitting your game. Let's be real though, MSI Center M isn't the best game launcher. But the cool thing is you can just use a different one. I actually set mine to automatically boot into Steam's big picture mode, which feels much more like a console. Now, the big new feature with the Xbox ROG Ally X is the new Xbox full screen experience. They will get it on day 1. With the Claw, there's no official date yet. But I've got a whole video talking about the Xbox full screen experience on MSI Claw 8AI Plus. You can actually get it working right now. One last thing for the tinkerers out there. What about installing SteamOS? Well, since the Xbox ROG Ally X uses an AMD chip, installing a SteamOS-like experience on it will be usually more straightforward. With the Claw's Intel chip, it's more of a project. A great example is the Bezite OS. It's a really cool system that you can install on the Claw right now, but it's still in beta. I've tested it, and while it's promising, the gaming performance just isn't as good as Windows yet. So for now, Windows is the way to go on the MSI Claw 8AI Plus for the best frame rates. Alright, let's wrap this up. With the new Xbox ROG Ally X coming, is the MSI Claw 8AI Plus still worth it? 100% yes. But it's not for everyone. You should buy the MSI Claw 8AI Plus if you're the kind of person who loves a huge, beautiful screen and wants a ton of connectivity. Those 2 Thunderbolt ports are a massive advantage. It's also for you if you hate seeing that low battery warning and want something that can actually last. The new Xbox ROG Ally X will be cool, no doubt, but the Claw is here now, and it offers a special experience that you can't get anywhere else. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.